The Bunny That Vanished, the Halloween Disappearance of Cindy Song. Good evening, this is Ontario Cold Cases, Canada's True Crime Podcast. I'm Jay Nickel of Nickel Investigations. For World True Crime Thursday, we cross into Pennsylvania to examine the 2001 disappearance of 21-year-old Penn State student Cindy Song. Last seen at 4 a.m. on Halloween night, dressed in a bunny costume, she vanished without evidence of struggle or voluntary departure. This report draws exclusively from official records, witness statements, and investigative files from Ferguson Township Police. At the conclusion, I'll provide secure channels for tips. We begin with the facts. Young Cindy Song was born February 25, 1980 in Seoul, South Korea. In 1995, at age 15, she immigrated to the United States, residing with her aunt and uncle in Springfield, Virginia, near Alexandria. She graduated from Hayfield Secondary School in 1998 with high academic honors. In fall 2001, Song was a senior at Pennsylvania State University in State College, Pennsylvania, pursuing a degree in integrative arts, a program combining engineering, communications, and science. Her expected graduation date was spring 2002. To support herself, she held 2 part-time positions: library assistant at Pollock Library on campus, working overnight shifts from midnight to 8 a.m. on Wednesdays and Thursdays, and clerical staff at the Center County office of the Pennsylvania Department of Transportation. Song resided in apartment 363 at State College Park Apartments, West Cherry Lane, Ferguson Township, off-campus housing shared with roommate Catherine. Her vehicle was a black 1998 Toyota Corolla, consistently parked outside the building. Physically, Song measured 5 feet 1 inches tall, weighed 110 pounds, and had long black hair and brown eyes. In September 2001, she ended a brief relationship with Richard Che, a fellow Korean-American student. The two briefly cohabited before he relocated. No ongoing conflicts were reported. Song documented personal reflections in her Penn State online profile and diary, including isolated instances of marijuana use consistent with pure experimentation per investigators. She maintained routines including late-night shopping at a 24-hour giant supermarket on North Atherton Street. Her social circle included Stacy Pike and Lisa Kim, both Penn State students. Notably, Song held tickets to a Britney Spears concert scheduled for December 10th, 2001 in Philadelphia. All indicators pointed to a stable, low-risk lifestyle. The timeline: Halloween night, October 31st, 2001. Halloween fell on Wednesday, October 31st, 2001, aligning with Song's rare night off from her library shift. At approximately 10 o'clock p.m., she joined Pike and Kim dressed in a homemade Playboy bunny costume: pink t-shirt with bunny logo, white tennis skirt with attached cotton tail, sheer stockings, brown suede knee-high boots, bunny ears, and red hooded parka. The group arrived at Players Nightclub, 112 West College Avenue, State College, remaining until 2 a.m. Witnesses, including Pike and Kim, reported no distress, excessive intoxication, or unsolicited attention towards Song. Following the club, they visited a nearby acquaintance apartment until approximately 4 o'clock a.m. At 4 o'clock a.m. on November 1st, Pike drove Song to her apartment complex. Song exited the vehicle. Parker removed, still in costume, and ascended the exterior stairs to Building 3. Pike and Kim observed her reach the door before departing. This constitutes the last confirmed sighting of Song at precisely 4:03 a.m. Her cell phone, registered to email hjs127@psu.edu, recorded no activity thereafter. The complex had no security cameras in 2001. Song did not attend classes on November 1st or report to her library shift. Friends attempted contact without response. On November 4th, 3 days later, Pike and Kim filed a missing person report with Ferguson Township Police. Roommate Catherine, returning from a brief trip, found the apartment door locked from the outside, confirming Song had entered. A welfare check revealed, on the bed, Song's backpack and cell phone. In the bathroom, false eyelashes from her costume, indicating partial makeup removal. Over her chair, the red hooded parka. Missing items included Song's purse contained driver's license, credit cards, and wallet. No financial activity reported since. Apartment and car keys, and most costume elements. He was last seen wearing bunny ears, pink t-shirt, white skirt, stockings, and boots. Her Toyota Corolla remained parked, locked, and undisturbed. No footprints or tire tracks were documented in the lot. Investigators theorized a possible brief reemergence, perhaps to the nearby Giant supermarket, but no supporting evidence emerged. Up next, the investigation. Investigation. Key developments and leads. Ferguson Township Police under Detective Brian Sprinkle and later Detective Jonathan Meyer classified the case as an endangered missing person with suspected abduction. Files comprised 21 binders as of 2025. November 2001. Posters distributed across State College depicted Song's description. Coalition to Find Cindy Song, comprising 30 Penn State students, conducted searches of local woods, creeks, and trails. Song's parents, Bansoon Song and her husband, arrived from Seoul on November 10th, organizing candlelight vigils and press conferences. Family removal of apartment contents prompted a temporary communication halt by police to preserve evidence integrity. Post-September 11th resource constraints limited initial response to 6 state troopers. Campus organizations, including the Black Caucus and Korean Undergraduate Student Association, criticized the pace. December 5th, 2001. Philadelphia Tip reported a woman, matching Song's description, dressed in a bunny costume, being forcibly entered into a vehicle in Chinatown 200 miles away. Investigation ruled it unrelated. Media coverage. The case featured on Unsolved Mysteries in July 2002 and without a trace, generating over 5,000 tips. 2001 consultation, The California Psychic, yielded no results. In June 2002, police publicly classified it as foul play. Primary lead, Hugo Selenski, 2003 to 2022. In May 2003, 5 bodies were exhumed from the property of Hugo Selenski, a convicted bank robber in Wilkes-Barre, Luzerne County, 100 miles northeast of State College. Informant Paul Weekly, Selenski's former co-defendant, reported Selenski's confession. Selenski and accomplice Michael Kurkowski, a pharmacist operating an illegal drug ring, mistook Song for a sex worker, abducted her in State College, confined her in a walk-in safe at Kurkowski's Hunlock Creek residence, assaulted her to death, and buried her remains in Luzerne County. Selenski allegedly retained her bunny ears as a trophy. Kurkowski and his girlfriend, Tammy Fassett, were among confirmed victims, murdered in 2002. DNA testing excluded Song from the 2003 remains. Further excavations in 2013 to 2014 recovered 12 additional unidentified bodies. None matched Song's dental records or physical description. No tattoos were reported. Selenski was questioned repeatedly but never charged in this case. Convicted of unrelated murders, he received a life sentence in 2016. and died in prison at 2022 at age 50. Detective Sprinkle stated in 2009 this was the sole active lead. Meyer affirmed in 2022 it remains neither proven nor disproven. Additional theories all cleared. Abduction by acquaintance. Richard Che was cleared. Unsubstantiated reports of anonymous calls pre-disappearance. Human trafficking. Linked to the Philadelphia sighting. Ruled out. Voluntary disappearance or suicide. Inconsistent with Song's stable circumstances and concert tickets. Technological limitations. No GPS, limited cell data, pre-social media. Contributed to dead ends. A 1990 identity theft incident in another state was disproven via fingerprints. The current status as of October 2025. Nearly 24 years on, the case remains unsolved. Listed as endangered, missing by NamUs and the Charlie Project. Ferguson Township Police maintain an active tip line, 814-238-9678. Annual remembrances occur at Penn State's Hub Robson Center. Bansoon Song stated in 2022, a light should burn for her daughter. Advancements in DNA analysis may revisit Selenski-related evidence. On the Canada-U.S. contacts, Song's case parallels cross-border investigations, including Canada's Missing Persons database. Korean Canadian communities in Toronto and Vancouver have followed developments. Local investigations collaborated on similar U.S. cases. Tips from Canadian listeners are routinely forwarded. Call for information. Ferguson Township Police seek information on Cindy Song's whereabouts or remains. That's World True Crime Thursdays on Ontario Cold Cases. I'm Jay Nickel. Because every case deserves answers, every victim deserves justice. Subscribe now to Ontario Cold Cases, Canada's True Crime Podcast. Episodes available wherever you get your podcasts.